Sag, welcome to July. This is a good month for you guys, by the way. It is a really good month. I think that so long as you manage your energy well, and I always see Sagittarius as the athlete, um, but we know when we look at the tarot, Sagittarius also represents the Temperance card, so an element of patience and another fire sign. We've got a lot of fixed fire in the sky, of course, with Leo, but you guys are a bit more mutable. Aries, of course, being the cardinal sign. But you guys, it's just about pacing yourself, I think, this one. But it is a really good month for you. But it is important that you manage your energy well. So let's have a little look and see. Whoa. Oh, hello. King of Swords. Perfect. Sagittarius energy. Ooh, relationships, guys. I cannot believe it. The Knight of Rods. Anybody who reads tarot does know this does link me with an overseas travel, and of course, I can't believe it. Overseas travel. Okay, so it may well be that you guys have been considering, just going on holiday, but it's almost like you want to go back and revisit something. All right. Now, Pluto is in Capricorn. We have got a full moon coming up in Capricorn on the 3rd of July. And it's very much about, I feel, sorry about that, I've got my other machine going here. It's very much about, I feel, relationship. And I wonder if any of you guys out there have actually met anybody, or you've got a lover or someone who is across the water. There is this sensation that we could possibly rekindle something. I don't know if that's going to resonate with all of you guys, but this is where I'm going. It may well be that something's gone. We've got relationship. There's something here that suggests to me that say that we'll travel, messages, the world in your hand, contracts. Just bear with me a minute, I need to get them out, guys. And again, I've got this energy of the four, like it. Whoa, the wish of your heart. This is the Nine of Cups. Anybody who knows tarot well. 3, and there is a new beginning. Right, okay. Okay, Sag. So yeah, certainly, I do think it's a good month for you on the whole. I think that so long as you manage your energy well this month, okay, I think things are going to be all right. I've definitely got a connection here to do with overseas travel or some sort of foreign link. Now, it could well be that we've met someone recently where there have been cultural differences, which is great. Um, and this is suggesting that we're moving away from something, i.e., and if this is an entity, if it is a person, but you see, the King of Rods for me talks to me about someone who's just and has integrity and the advisory sort of energy, someone that you would trust. But as I'm looking down here, we'll talk about this in a minute. But here we go, and you may well have had that, but sword energy is quite, how can I put this? The sword energy is mental energy, very cerebral, and it may well be that you've been within something that hasn't really done it for you and you need to make changes, and it does of course include work, of course, although we haven't got too much of that on the table. This is definitely talking to me about overseas, so there's a foreignness, if you like, and of course there is, because you guys love to travel, you love to see the world, you love to get out and about. But there is this suggestion to me that if you've been sort of restricted in some way with this energy, or we've not been quite sure what we want to do, um, but I'm interested because I'm wondering whether or not you've had a relationship. And it could well be that there are, we've moved from that, or we distance in some emotional way, or it may well be that it is miles, whether or not that's air miles, motorway miles, whatever. Again, um, which way do we go? What do we do? I think there's something new here. We've got messages coming in from people that you may not have heard from for a long time. Could well be that we have got possibility of an old lover popping up here, certainly with all the retrogrades in the sky now. And for me, I think this is very much about trusting the intuition, which of course you guys do well, your Sag energies. And it's like, well, I had the world in my hand. Was it enough? And now this Hierophant energy is Taurus, right? Venus rules Taurus. Venus, is going to square Uranus the whole of this month. So, yeah, things coming out of the blue, guys, for you, I think. Things coming out of the blue. It could even be where it's contracts. Do I renew, a work contract? A fiscal contract, money. Could that be it? Okay, again across water, but again there's this formalizing that comes with this Hierophant energy. And maybe you're looking for something more than a holiday romance. However, it may well be that you get that. I mean, literally, but I do have you sort of travelling back in time, and sort of reconnecting, I think, with someone that you've had a bit of happiness with. And the Sword 3 suggests that it may well be that that lover or the situation was a divisive one, either because that person wasn't entirely free, maybe you were not free to be with that person, or you were not free to take up that contract or travel or move or whatever this is around, because of course this can link me with house moves as well, and again contractual agreements. But this, the last one here, is definitely taking me down the avenue of a new beginning, a new opportunity. You've got all these ideas, and it's about love, what do you want? Okay, Sag, and I know I say this with love, that Sagittarius, at the end of the day, you can't fence it in. You cannot fence in Sagittarius energy. It's very difficult to do that. Very mutable energies. Not as mutable as the Gemini, of course, but it is quite difficult. But I've got a funny feeling that you could well meet somebody, guys, or you may well have met someone. That's my sensation as I'm looking at these. Is it okay, guys? I'm going to get a mythic out and just have a little bit of a clarification. I hope my voice is better than it was for the readings last night, because I was really struggling with my hay fever. The pollen count was through the roof, so let's have a look. Come on, Saggy, give me some Sag. Give me some Sag. Do you know I'm going to work with that one? Two of Swords. We've got a double here, guys. Two of Swords energy talks about indecision. I see it as quite a Virgoan energy, that, in as much as Virgo, not quite sure which way we want to go. And guys, I've got to smile, because I've just got this tune that came through my head, that it's a real old one. Torn between two lovers. Very interesting. And that's it. So, torn between two lovers. If that's the scenario, maybe we've got to work that one through. And maybe you just want to walk away and be free of both, if that's the situation. But either way, choices. Just going to take another one out of the deck for you, Saggy. Wow. Well, whoa, don't complicate the issue with this King of Cups. But there we go. But please know, we've had the King, slightly older, more mature energies. Not necessarily in age, guys. Age and maturity have nothing to do with each other. The Knight of Rods, of course, can often be seen as a player. But the way I'm looking at this, whatever this is, we could have had a connection, or we could have met someone from a cultural background that's different to ours. There are messages coming in, maybe we weren't sure we would hear from them. But again, you had the world in your hand, but it's still not quite enough. We need something more concrete, more formal, something more sort of crystallised. And certainly, um, I feel as far as sort of deep relationship energies are concerned, yeah, that's scorpionic for me. I see that as real deep stuff. But we have got this Venus retrograde, so she's sort of nipping back across, she's going backwards. But we do have this square Uranus, so again, it's like it can go one way or the other here. Um, I want to say, you could risk it for a biscuit, Sag, because that's the sort of people that you are, very philosophical. But again, it's about believing and self belief and having faith. And just knowing that decisions you make will be the right one for you, but there's certainly an indication there could be something else on the table here. So yeah, torn between two lovers? Question mark. All right, Sag. Hope that helps you, my friend. And if you're going out there and you're reconnecting, lovely. But it is a really good month as long as you manage your energy levels right well and your time well. Um, I really feel that it's going to be good. And as far as getting away, needing some time out, well, you always like your travel, don't you, Saggy? Okay, so enjoy it this month, Sagittarius, and I will see you next month. Got a few bits and pieces coming up next month as well for you guys. So, by all means, if you're happy with this, please, give me a click there, click like, please click share, makes a massive difference to me, and we'll go from there. So yeah, you little truth seeker, I think that it may well be that you thought something was dead in the water, my friends, but it is not. So you'll work it out. You work it out. Just listen to the inner tutor that you are blessed with, Sagittarius. God bless now. Bye. See you next month.